Thanks, guys. And Taylor, it has been a hot week here in Iowa City, but an even hotter week in Iowa athletics.
And we start with a team that has gone on an undefeated trek, and they continued that theme on Tuesday night.
The Iowa women's soccer team battled under the lights against in-state opponent, the University of Northern Iowa Panthers, and it was said to be a tough-fought battle as regulation was not enough to call it quits.
The Hawkeyes came right out on the start of the game with the quick feet and quick mind. Both teams battled back and forth in the first minutes, but one Hawkeye went down early.
That's right, Taylor. Junior Corey Burns suffered an injury, but that didn't stop Iowa from pushing forward.
It was Bree Telly who put the Hawks on board first when she did it all by herself, dribbling around UNI players before nailing the ball into the top right corner of UNI's goal.
And the Hawks did not stop dominating in the first half, even though going into halftime it was still 1-0.
With the Hawks on top, UNI needed a sense of urgency if they wanted to beat Iowa for the first time.
But UNI's goalie Whitney Blunt was quick on her hands and feet as she was letting nothing get by her in the net.
The momentum seemed to be shifting to UNI as Hannah McDivitt scored in the 72nd minute of the game, tying it up 1-1.
And that was the close of regulation, and into overtime they went.
It didn't take long for either team to get the pace going as they went into overtime, and the ball landed in Iowa's favor as a shot was blocked by Jenna Kington, and the rebound came from Carly Stunkel, who found her way to the goal, keeping Iowa undefeated on the season.
My calves cramped up, so I had to celebrate on the ground. I think we've been connecting and we're starting to play a lot more consistent, so that's good going into conference because our schedule for conference is going to be difficult this year.
It was going to be a tight game no matter how we played. 3 years in a row going to overtime with them. Same thing happened last year.
We will see if they can continue that undefeated trek as they go on their first road trip to Missoula, Montana on September 4th.
Absolutely, and it's really exciting for Coach Dave Diani and the team to be starting out the season on such a good note. But on a different bad note here in Iowa City, ticket sales have been down for Iowa football and they have not made any progress.
Not at all. It has been released that for the first home game on September 5th, it will have its smallest crowd in 12 years.
There's been talk that ever since ticket sales happened in the spring that the number would be lower this year, and that's definitely not something Iowa football wants to see.
That is definitely true, especially for head coach Kirk Ferentz. And courtesy of the Des Moines Register, it was said that Rick Klatt, the UI's Associate Athletic Director of External Affairs, said that 57,600 tickets had been sold as of Tuesday.
Absolutely, and that hasn't happened since September 6th of 2003 when Iowa played Buffalo and beat them 56-7. The season opener last year had a fan base of almost 67,000 people.
We still have a couple days until game time, so hopefully they can get a couple more tickets sold for that game on Saturday.
Hopefully, I think we really need to all get out there and support our Hawks. But on a lighter note, we have football reporter Laura Belanda standing by who has word on a team that's extra special. Laura?
I'm finally wrapping up position previews with sometimes the most important group, special teams. A couple returning faces will be making up this squad. Check it out.
His point after touchdown percentage is 100%. He ranked 7th in field goal percentage at 75%, and his average kickoff length is 59.5 yards. His name is Marshall Kane, and he's your returning starting place kicker. And he knows that consistency is key.
Just working on my ball flight and being someone that coach can count on. Just trying to ensure that he has faith in me to send me out there and make a kick. So I'm just trying to show him that I become more consistent.
Kane was also in the running to be this year's punter.
Marshall's right, every bit as good as Dylan right now punting the football. But again, we'll look at let the test of time determine that.
And with time, it's been decided that number 16, Dylan Kidd, will in fact take the punting position as well as the placeholder. Now, he racked up 46 punts last year and averaged 38.5 yards. And on the other end of special teams, the kick returners.
Desmond King will be the lead guy, and then Riley McCarron will be the number 2 guy.
And like most positions on this Iowa team, they've got a few backup.
Jonathan Parker, Tavon, and Jordan Canzeri, those 3 guys on kick return as well.
Special teams oftentimes wins games with last-minute field goals, insane punt returns, or can be the answer to your overtime prayers. The experience behind Kane and the rest of the crew seems promising, but we'll see on game day. Guys, back to you.
Obviously, there's a ton going into the game on Saturday. A lot of things that we don't know, but luckily we will be there for full coverage.
Our pregame show is back on the Thursday edition of Daily Iowan TV, and we'll talk all football and what you can expect come game time. Guys, back to you at the desk.